on the floor if you feel comfortable with it. Can be something simple, can be something elaborate.
Nem idegesít ez. Igen.
So it's like an exhibition. An exhibition I would like to invite you now to walk around and just see what we have. Just see what we make. What we when you saw everything, then just go back to your place, your seat, and sit down next to your artwork. Now, please try to focus on your own flock of sheep, of this representation you created. Story, so something happens. It was a nice piece of work, I believe, nice creation. We all went into it. Some of us deeper, some of us not that deep, but it was kind of fun, I guess. And now something is going to happen, something is going to change. Just think about this one moment in the story when the one sheep goes straight away. And I'm going to act as a kind of a force. So how is it? How is it that we lose something? This one, which is familiar, well known.
I didn't.
What you can do in this situation? I think it's a very good question. So something dramatic happened. Can we do something about it? Can we make the situation better? Maybe. Let's see what would be better. Do you remember some actions. Do you remember what's next in the story? It's a short story. What happened? So there was a flock
He
of
finds
sheep.
it,
Yeah.
eventually, he puts it on his shoulder
And then
and joys.
then he calls all his friends
Yeah.
and neighbors to rejoice. So now I would like us to arrange this scene to feel like we are invited to rejoice. Is there anything to be happy about? Or we rather feel very sad and unhappy and moved and hurt? I invite all of you to share. To join me in rejoicing. Do we want to rejoice? Do we feel happy? Do we feel sad?
I know.
So just say one by one, what do we feel?
I think it was intense. You took the scissor and started cutting,
So what happened, Juan, in your case? Did you decide to go to
I would
the
have
lost?
gone to look for the missing one.
Did you find it, yeah?
No, I haven't found it.
You didn't find it?
No.
Did you look really well? Did you
No,
make
because I
an
thought that we were just supposed to think about what we were going to do. If I can, I would go and
You should go.
But I'm still in the same place. I'm still at the point of having lost it.
Yeah, so now you just can go and look for it and maybe find it.
I know I can.
Yeah, it's up to you. Maybe you prefer to stay here. Because you never know what happens. I still have the scissors. Yeah?
Oh yes, the scissors never go away. One says the scissors never go away.
So that's a quite important decision. But if you also find
Yes, and I
because I think you found yours. Did you find yours? No. Here we go. This is what it means. It's just, I found it. And now what can we do with this lost sheep? Does it belong to our world? Can we accept it? And she will come back.
I just felt sorry for you.
For me?
Yeah, when you started this operation around.
But I was just like a fake.
Yeah, I know.
Blind.
It looks sad.
Yeah. This is what happens every day. Things like that, dramatic things happen.
How did you feel as a destroyer?
I didn't feel nothing. I just had nothing, really. Yeah, I had nothing because I know I'm just a blind scissors.
Sisters of
Because
faith.
unfortunately I felt the sadness, a big sadness.
But we are still inside the story, so I call you to rejoice. How do you feel as the owners of the flock? You want to say something?
Yeah, because it's interesting that throughout this thing there are words you use, like I'm the owner, and it's interesting that it provokes very strong feelings in me. Find the sheep. I don't want to find the sheep. If they want, they will come back. So, for example, this act of letting the one or losing one sheep made me want all the others go. And then if they want, they come back. If they don't, then. But it's interesting that some of the work, it's like so against my mechanism. Also, when at the beginning it was that it's a sheep and it's about being connected, it just provokes in me that I suffocate.
Yeah, anything you feel which is hard, I think it's better to put it on the
I
side.
never imagined that the ship was leaving because she won. It was not her choice. She left because she couldn't hurt and she couldn't follow the bell. So that was the problem. Maybe she was sick and she couldn't hear the bell. So it was not her decision. It was como se dice, una víctima. It was a victim of her own decision. So that was my story. That's why I took the veil, because all the sheep are going to be behind the veil. And if only they can listen, it's the only thing they need. It's not important if they are old, young, black or white, or male or female. Poor one couldn't listen, and she lost the rest of the sheep. My story in my head. So before you cut my collar, this is what it's called, collar. Now I choose to attach to the wool the veil. That's why I made this reform. That's my story. But it was not her choice. It was a victim. She lost her friends because she was sick.
You just
We all have different stories.
So let's share the stories, we still have time.
Firstly, when you thought they are interconnected, I thought it's not possible. They are always together. It's not possible.
When you found a way.
But, yes, but when you throw away, I feel big sadness. And when you ask to try to find if you want, I couldn't because the sadness overwhelmed me, and it needs to be time.
Came back, she was in the middle because everyone was so interested about what happened to her, and she all of a sudden, so it was a critical situation that came up into something really good for her and for the group, because they all learn about what happened and how to be careful. Not to be lost, to be careful. Accidents can happen, and they do. Bad things happen, but we can do something good with that. Let's talk about it.
I think my shoes were not that intelligent and empathic like yours. And they didn't realize that someone was missing, and I was still happy because I had 99, that it's a very good number too. So I didn't want to look for the missing one, but something magical happened, and she came back from an outsider, another shepherd that brought my missing sheep. So I was happy, and now I'm more happy. Happier.
Well, I didn't feel sad in any way. It was strange for me to think that I possessed them. Oh, these are mine. Just felt fine. No wastedness.
It wasn't sad. It was just like, maybe I can rebuild with the thing I have right now. So there was no sadness. And I was just wondering because he decided to go to find his sheep by himself. But maybe he could ask his neighbors to help.
Maybe. Yeah.
The story for me gets bigger and bigger and bigger. The scale of it gets bigger and bigger. It's enormous. It's bigger than me.
No, actually, I would like to refer to what you said, because you asked me how I felt. I didn't really participate in the game, because talking about the roles, I'm the leader of the workshop, so I prepared myself for being just the scissors, and I didn't really feel too much. But I would like to tell you how it was with Bibliodrama and with this project. I once participated in a Bibliodrama course, so 3 days, and I got fascinated by it, really. And then I thought, wow, I also care about intercultural dialogue, so maybe I could join these two things. It's such a good idea. And then at the end of the 2-year project, I realized that the intercultural issues are so emotional. It's so, as you said, they grow enormously. And for example, some people told me when we did the same workshop, you are manipulating the New Testament because the story is not about that. But for me, this was one of the discoveries, that I started to read this particular story from a very different perspective. I asked myself, am I really ready to leave my own safe world to go really into the intercultural or interfaith dialogue with Jews, with Muslims. So for me, the key thing was to make the decision, what do I feel when I leave my flock and I just go for something unknown? And for me, this is one of the key questions when we talk about diversity and when we talk about intercultural dialogue. So, unfortunately, again, we don't have too much time. It would be really good to have a good reflection circle now. So again, marking our path. Finally, we went through group game. It talks to me. Sorry? Okay, thank you, Milena. She talks to Milena. She said that I asked her if she feels okay. She said yes, it was very emotional to me, but I'm fine. I'm just finding my way, looking at the window, just to calm down, to find my own place here. But as I said, I'm always very stressed because for some reason, bibliodrama and psychodrama always brings us into the very deep feelings. But I think that when we want really to get involved in the intercultural dialogue, we cannot avoid this simply. So, reflection circle, I would say this is very important. But now, as I said, we don't have time to really share, to talk. Maybe later on during the day, we're going to see each other. We can come back to it in private talks. But I would like us to go back to the text one more and just mark one word now.